Hello. I'm so happy we could finally meet to discuss this golden opportunity for Rooster restaurants. I think capitalizing on this chicken sandwich war trend is going to be a key factor for maintaining our business in the coming years, and I think we put ourselves in the perfect position to do it with our Rooster Fry sandwich. But we know how trends go. They don't always last for so long, so we have to get on it fast. So first, to understand this concept of a chicken sandwich war between all of these restaurants that we're having and how we're positioned in this war, we have to understand the concepts of service versus product marketing. So for product marketing, all of your promotions and all of your everything that you're telling your customers, all of that information flow is going to be focused on the product itself, of course. In our case, that would be the sandwich itself, the sandwich's taste, the sandwich's texture. In some cases, the sandwich is health, although that's not really the target market we're going for. And then we have service marketing, which centers more on not just what you're getting, but how you're getting it. And I believe that our service at Rooster is what is going to win us this chicken sandwich war, because we can market the service that we have, whereas all of the other competitors in this war are fast food restaurants and they can't market that service in the same way. And that's where we're going to get our competitive advantage. I'll talk about that more later. But first, I want to talk about what exactly influences people's choices of food places, restaurants, and specifically within those restaurants, what items they pick. So we have all of these different kinds of utility. We have time utility, the amount of time the customer has, and if they don't have a lot of time, they might choose a restaurant with higher time utility than us, like a fast food restaurant. We're okay with that every once in a while. We're not trying to get every customer every time. We're just trying to get in on the action, even if we're not insanely victorious, but I believe we will be. We also have the product itself. We have the service. Again, like I said, we're going to have the service over our competitors. That's what's going to get us our advantage. We also have our or our place utility, which will be in regard to our physical locations. With 50 physical locations, Rooster is certainly in prime position to capitalize on place utility for our customers. Next, I want to talk about some connections between company actions and results. So we see this happening in the trend right now. In fact, to an extent, you could say that restaurants and the suppliers actually started this chicken sandwich trend. Once one started it and people got interested in it, everybody else jumped in. And honestly, we're kind of jumping in on the bandwagon here, but that's going to help our business in the long term, I believe. So if we capitalize on these trends, we're going to realize a profit. And if we don't capitalize on them, we're not. So that's why we need to make sure that our actions are centralized on customer trends like this chicken sandwich war. Next, we have trends in people's food habits and preferences. So of course, right now we have the movements of veganism, vegetarianism, pescatarianism, even flexitarianism going through the roof. That's not necessarily what we're focusing on right now, but I've always been an advocate for adjusting our menus and adjusting our service to cater to those things. I definitely think that's something we need to work on, although it is not totally relevant to the issue at hand. The issue at hand, of course, is the trend of the chicken sandwich war. And how much customers love chicken sandwiches, honestly. The amount of people that are eating chicken and are eating fried chicken is honestly going through the roof right now because of this chicken sandwich war. And we've begun to see it in our business too, just not to the extent that we will after we implement the plan that I'm going to give you. Lastly, we have identifying our competitive advantage, because that's what's going to keep our business running. And like I said, that's going to be the fact that we offer service over our competitors who just offer a product. Although I believe our product and service are going to be superior to that of our competitors. And because like you and other executives have said, even though our chicken sandwich is much higher priced than our competitors at $10.99 versus $4 or $5 even for a high quality fast food sandwich, we believe that the Rooster experience, along with the higher quality of the product itself and the size of the product itself, because a lot of customers end up getting 2 meals out of it as opposed to one, is going to differentiate us from our competitors and allow us to win out here. But next, let's get into our actual plan. I'll put it on the screen here. I don't know how viewable it'll be, but this is our chicken sandwich battle strategy. So first, I would like to set up some focus groups this will go starting in May through the end of July to talk about new chef creations of chicken sandwiches. Because right now, of course, we have the Rooster Fry sandwich with the lettuce, pickle, tomato, onion, special sauce. And that's great. And I think that can be a big part of our success. But I want to add more to that. I want to have chef creations of things like, a Nashville chicken sandwich, a spicy chicken sandwich, buffalo chicken sandwich. I'm a Pittsburgh native. Here, Primanti Brothers sandwiches are a big thing. Those are a cold cut sandwich with fries, coleslaw, tomatoes, bacon, all on top, everything on the sandwich. So I would like to maybe experiment with something like that, just to bring some variety to our menu, and again, to differentiate us from our competitors. So I want to create these focus groups. I want to create at least 10 focus groups across the area where our 50 locations are, so that we can identify what our customers are going to want the most. And then we move into the month of August, and that's where things get busy. That's going to be our promotions. Here, social media is going to be a big thing, because these chicken sandwich wars, they take place over social media. People say which ones they like over social media, and people get into some pretty heated arguments over it on social media. And we want to be part of that. We want to say that our chicken sandwich is the best, because it is, no matter which one of those varieties you get that I mentioned earlier. Next, and also I want to institute for our week opening of our promotion, a buy 3 get 1 type sandwich deal, so that we can be attracting not only individual customers but families as well. Lastly, we have our launch. This is going to take place sometime near the end of August. I'm not totally decided on a date yet. That'll depend on how quickly our focus groups go. So we're going to brief servers on promoting these products, and we're going to brief our servers on upselling based on these products, and offering sides to these products and other things that would go with our chicken sandwiches in restaurant. And again, that's going to strengthen our competitive advantage based on our service, since after all, we are a service-based establishment, not necessarily a product-based establishment. So we need to have our servers reflecting that, so that we can get that competitive advantage. Because again, the best way that we're going to succeed over our competitors is the service we offer in restaurant. That is the one thing, even if our chicken sandwich is terrible, that is the one thing we always have over our competitors, and that's the thing I want to emphasize the most at the end of the day. So that's everything I had to present to you today. If you have any questions, you can always email me, call me, and I'll see you next time.